So you gotta keep it on low, kind of low. Let it heat up a little bit, but you gotta constantly stir it as if you're making a roux, so it doesn't burn. Like using this because I have holes in it, things to separate. Just keep stirring. It takes a while, but you gotta let it heat up too. So there's that. So my milk was cold. I'm using whole milk. You can't use 2%. You have to use whole milk, fat and all. No additives, no anything like that. I turned it up a little bit. So I'm doing that. I'm gonna stir it for a while. Have this stuff ready. So I got a pan over here, but I have plastic wrap because you're gonna wrap it up. You're gonna take it out. So what's gonna happen is, all I have is milk, heating it up. This is just white vinegar. That's it. 2 items. I know people use rennet and other things, but this is old school, basic, just basic mozzarella, whatever you want to call it. And it's gonna come out okay. I'll show you guys. Okay, so when you start to see like a little steam come off, like barely, like it's starting to warm up, this is when you're gonna add it. So, like I said, this is just vinegar, pure white vinegar. Add a little bit. You know, that's gonna happen. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. I'm gonna stir it. It's gonna happen over time. It's gonna separate, turn into curds and whey. So I'm gonna stir this for a while, and I'll put the video back on and let you guys see. Alright, we're gonna add more vinegar at this point. And as you can see already, it's starting to separate. Definitely when I added more vinegar. So I'm just stirring it. You know, you can see it separating. So that's where it turns into curds and whey. So we're gonna do this for a while, let it separate. See, that's the cheese right there. So we're just gonna keep on stirring, stirring, stirring. I didn't add any water, just the vinegar. Keep stirring it. Turn it down a little bit, or up, I guess. Just gonna keep going until it stirs. You can see right there. That's what you want. This is just 1 gallon of whole milk. That's it. Whole milk, no additives, organic or not, doesn't matter. You want full fat milk. This is why I like using the turner. People call this a spatula, but it's a turner. You can see it's separated now. So all I had was half a cup. Well, basically, so this is 2 cups. So I added half a cup of the cup. You know what I mean? I haven't added a whole cup of vinegar yet. Just letting it heat up, separating. Do that. Cheese curds. What I'm gonna do is put all those cheese curds in here. Then I'm gonna drain it with a cheesecloth, but I don't have a cheesecloth. So I'm just gonna drain it with my hands. I'm gonna put it in a glass bowl. I'm gonna take my bowl, put it in there. I'm gonna squeeze it with my hand. I mean, it's my cheese, so you do this. Took about 15 minutes. You know, depending on how fast you want to heat up the milk. Don't burn your milk. Let it heat up slowly. I took it straight from the fridge to the pot, so it took a little longer to warm up. Sorry for the long video. There you go. You see that? That's the cheese right there. Like I said, other people use rennet, and there's other ingredients. There's actually cheese making kits, but this is for the Po one. Blow one for the Po one. Straight up, only thing I used. That's it. I'm gonna keep stirring this. Just wanted you guys to see. Again, apologize for the long video, but I had to. This is one of those continuous videos I had to do just to show you guys. So, there it is. I don't have to add any more vinegar, but I'm going to just to pull out every little pieces I can. And this is just from 1 gallon of milk. I had too many gallons of milk. I kind of overdid it. And this is before it spoils. Like, I don't care about expiration dates. It's about if the milk spoils or not. See, when you add more vinegar, it separates better. So, in all actuality too, I'm going to separate the curds. So, you know, these are the cheese curds. I'm going to mush those together. I'm going to add olive oil to it because I like oil in my cheese. But what's left over, the whey, that's literally buttermilk. So, technically, you're making your own buttermilk at the same time. So how acidic you want your buttermilk to be depends on how much vinegar you want to add and how much you want to stir. So there's that. So this is about ready. I'm going to take this out. Okay, so I'm left-handed, but I'm doing this from my right hand. I have my strainer in there. You see? Then you drain curds and whey. That's what you get. You get curds and whey. The whey is little buttermilk, like I said. Here goes the cheese. And then we drain. That's a big clump. There's more. There's a lot more. As you can see. Kind of looks like cottage cheese at this point. I mean, you can leave it that way and make your own cottage cheese, but we're going to roll it into a ball. It's nice and soft. You can eat it as is. It's ready to go. Alright, so right here I already got one cheese ball. So I squeeze it out. Right here I'm going to make another one. I'm going to show you guys. So I just take it. This is a lot of cheese. It's only from 1 gallon. This is breaking apart. Basically cottage cheese right now. But I like to mix it together. Form it. This is pretty big. Just squeeze out all that stuff right there. Get all the moisture out you can. Nobody likes wet cheese. Alright, so there we go. We got 2 cheese balls from 1 gallon of milk. A little excess here. You know, I'm going to use that for something. Alright. So what I did was just add some olive oil. Just because it's fried cheese. And some basil, Italian seasoning. You know, that's about it. But it's good to go. I like cold cheese. Unless I'm melting it. I just made some basic homemade mozzarella. It's okay. For the pot one, another video right there. It's all for you. I'm gonna wrap this up. So, 1 gallon of milk, about maybe a total, like I just opened this, so like a cup of vinegar. That's it. All this. I'm gonna contain this too. Put this in a container, maybe a mason jar. That's buttermilk. I'm not going to use it all. That's a gallon. I didn't add any water or anything to the milk. I just put the milk in the pot, heated it up, stirred it, and that's about it. Yeah. So the olive oil and the seasoning, that's just for me because I'm fancy, bitch.